Wagner tucks it up right behind Papini. Wagner throws to tuck it in that third spot. Here comes Hacker in the 17. Miller going to tuck it up in front of Hacker. Wagner to the inside of Papini. Your leader Al Papini, then it's Brad Wagner in the 5 car. Eddie Miller trying to reel in the 5 of Wagner. Closing the gap on that third and second spot. Wagner again taking a peek on the inside. Again, Papini able to hold them off. Here they come out of 4, white flag out, 1 lap to go. Wagner again to the inside. Miller trying to reel in the line of Wagner. Here they come, Wagner to the inside out of 4. Coming to the line, it's going to be Al Papini in the 104. Second to 5 of Brad Wagner. Third to 43. Dennis Miller. Fourth to 17 of Bobby Hacker. Then it's Brian Johnson in the 38, the 98.5. Bob Boyles at 23 to the inside of the front row to the outside of the 5 car. George Markman, the 98.5 of Travis Quaffle, next to the 10 of Ed Papino, and row 3, the 55 of Dave Wagner, and your fast qualifier, the 8 of Don Russell. The field picks up speed out of Prix. 4 they come, green flag and win racing. Here we go. The 23 of Boyles with a half car length lead as they come turn 2. Sparkman digging on the outside, side by side through 3. Boyles holding on to the lead out of 4. Sparkman running second. Papino, Russell to 4th. 98.5 of Quaffle running 5th, and the 55 of Dave Wagner. Wagner to the outside of Quaffle, the battle for 5th. Sparkman looking to the inside of Boyles. Boyles holding on to the lead. Sparkman shoots to the outside. Nose to tail into turn 2. A battle for the lead. Here comes Russell to the inside of Papino in a battle for 3rd. Don Russell to the 8 car. The 10 of Ed Papino. Sparkman sets up inside Boyle. Russell and Papino continue side by side in the battle for 3rd. Wagner reeling in the 8 of Russell. Wagner being one of these Russell by up into 3rd. Here comes Wagner. And a big puff of smoke out of the rear end of the 98.5 with Travis Quaffle. Quaffle slowing down, heading for the pits. Here comes a field. Boyles to the white flag. 1 lap to go. Running second, George Markman. And it's the 8 of Russell. Here they come on in turn 4. It's going to be Bob Boyles to the checker. Second to 5 of George Markman. Third, the 8 of Don Russell. Fourth, the 55 of Dave Wagner. And fifth, the 10 car of Ed Papino. The American short tracker Alpine Body Shop Trophy Dash now in the books. Parts GTE 1982 Omni. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Bob Boyles. Fourth, green flag, and we're racing. Jason Rockwood, the 37, leads the way. He goes to the inside of the first cone. He'll go to the outside of the second cone. They got to switch over, depending on what way they enter. Rockway in the Shoemaker Landscaping 37 car. Leading the way, that could be Jeff Tabor behind the wheel there. Jeff Tabor driving the Shoemaker Irrigation 37 car. Tabor leading the way. The 12 of Scott Lauber running second. Then it's the 68 of Rich Schinderly. Tom Dyer in the 139. Inside one, outside the other. Brockway gonna cut down the course to the inside and to the outside. Lauber following suit. The 86 pulling into the infield. Joe Darnell, crazy Joe Darnell in the El Camino to the infield. WTBO TV 17, Pride Foreman Duran, Roadrunner Challenge, your leader, Jeff Tabor, the Shoemaker Landscaping 37 car. The Lauber Shell 12 car, Scott Lauber now being challenged by the 68 of Rich Schinderly. Schinderly takes the cone out in turn 1. The 68 of Rich Gingerly taking one cone out in turn one. This will be very confusing. Watch him try to get outside that first cone now. We're saying, where do I go? Or rather, Tabor. Jeff Tabor leading the way in the 37. Lauber holding on a second with Gingerly right there. Gingerly, by virtue of taking the cone out, he'll be at the back of the field, placing the back of the field. White flag out, one lap to go, one to go. Markley cuts down inside. Second cone. Lauber got it that time. That second cone underneath the 68 of Rich Gingerly. It's underneath the car. He drops it off in turn three. Here comes Tabor to the Gingerly, the 37. Second, I believe the 12 of Lauber, although he did touch a cone there. Tom Dieter will be third in the 139. Fourth, Dan McDowell with the 110. Our fifth to 25. Van. This will be a 12-lap qualifying heat race. The top two advance to position 17 and 18. The rest of the field, the other 5 cars will have to come through the semi-feature to this one. The Grand Prix into the infield. Out of 4 they come. Green flag and we races. Laporte and Meyer racing to the corner, side by side. Laporte going to take the lead out of turn 2. Cheryl Laporte into the lead. Here comes a 22 of Scott Wright to the inside of the 6 of Ron Meyer. Tom Kurth setting up right behind the 6 of Meyer. The top 2 advanced 12-lapper here. Cheryl Laporte leading the way. Up to second, right to the 22 by a nose over the 6 of Meyer. Wright tucks it up to second. Here comes the 3 of Ron Smickey. The 3 car to the inside of Tom Kurth in the 7 car. The battle for 4th, Smickey by a nose in the 4th. Kurth battling back on the outside. Kurth takes that 3rd spot over on a turn 2. Here comes Smickey again. Laporte and Scott Wright looking for position 17 and 18. Here comes Tom Kurth, the 7th with IPs, looking to the inside of the 6 of Ron Meyer. Coming around this time, 6 in, 6 to go. Laporte, Kurth back in and mid out of turn 4, sliding the rear end of that car. Kurth sets up inside the 6 of Meyer. Ron Smickey, the 3 pitch in behind those 2. Here comes Bright. Bright closing the gap on the 0-4 of Laporte. The top 2 advance. Bright wants to go the inside of Laporte. Oh, into the back end of the 0-4. Side by side they go. Bright taking the lead down the back straight. Laporte into the rear end of the 22 of Bright. Bright got Laporte. Laporte held on. Laporte got Bright. Bright didn't. The battle for that last transfer spot. Now the 3 of Smickey, the 6 of Meyer. 1 lap to go. White flag out, 1 to go. That last transfer spot up for grabs. Smickey by a nose down the back straight. Here comes a 0-4 of Laporte. Taking the checkered seconds to the lead. Oh, my. The 3 of Ron Smickey brings it home second just by a nose over the tonight's 40-lap feature, the 0-4 car on the infield out of Sleepy Hollow, Illinois. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Cheryl Laporte. Hell, she's got to fix her hair before she gets out of there. Got to put her makeup on now. Come on. One more time, let her hear you, Cheryl Laporte. Pontiac Grand Prix. I'd like to also welcome the good folks from the Two-Wheel Inn out here tonight, also with Budweiser booth with us. Colin Campmeyer to the ticket office, please. Colin to the ticket office immediately. Jim Reynolds, a 2-car. Bowman Distribution 2 coming out of 4. Green flag and we're racing. Right away, Ricky Bilderback in the Chrysler LeBaron taking the lead around turn 2. Bilderback off and running the 40 of Tom Kiley, reeling them in. Hucking it up to second. Here comes the 17 of Bobby Hacker. Hacker up to third to find the Brad Wagner. Will move it around the 2 of Reynolds. Here comes the 43 of Penny Miller. Oh, Reynolds, the rear end sliding out. Reynolds sliding the rear end. And Reynolds back on track in the 2-car. Good job by Jim Reynolds getting it back and moving here. Bilderback holding on to the lead. The 5 of Wagner looking to the inside of the 17 of Bobby Hacker. Hacker to the inside of the 40 of Kiley. Kiley sliding up near the wall. Dropping into third. Hacker up to second. Here comes Wagner to the inside of Kiley. Brad Wagner, the fast qualifier, on the move in the 5-car. Oh, some tapping in the corner. Wagner's car slides out and hits the 40 of Kiley. Kiley holds on to that second spot. Miller now going to the inside of the 5 of Wagner. The battle for fourth down the back straight. Ricky Bilderback building up his lead in the Chrysler LeBaron. WIFR TV 23 car. Here comes Canals, the 13, looking to the inside of the 95 of Mike Lloyd. Lloyd able to hold his spot out of turn 4. The 5 of Wagner looking to the inside again on the 40 of Tom Kiley. This time around, 8 in, 4 laps to go. Wagner again looking inside again. Reeves Street at the time. Car. Kiley able to hold on. Wagner again sets up home. Again, Kiley holding on as Wagner follows in the corner. Here comes Miller on the back bumper of Wagner. Ricky Bilderback coming around the white flag. Bilderback by 4 car lengths down the back straight of the Wagner. With that going on for 6th there, it's going to be Bilderback with the checkered second, the Hacker at 17, third, the 40. Fourth will be the 5 of Brad Wagner, and 5th, the 43 of Eddie Miller. Ricky Bilderback showing the way here in the 23 car, that Chrysler LeBaron. He's going to take that 23 car right down to the pit area. It has not been at the track outside the 103 of Andrew Cheedy. Holman Trucking, Jan Wilcox Racing, 62. Tom Graves to the inside of row 3 to the outside, the opposite final entry, the 38 car Brian Johnson. Then it's the 104 of Alpha beating the 98.5 of Bobby Wilbur. Got a 4 green flag and we're racing. Off and running, a good start for the 99 of Jerry Kiley. Kiley going to lead him on in turn 2. Build up a 4-car lead going into turn 3. Here comes the 103 of Andy Ruccini. Ruccini trying to relive the 99 of Kiley. 98.5 of Bobby Wilbur works to the outside of the 1440 of Steve DeMob. Up to 4th goes Wilbur. Here comes the 104 of Papini up to 5th. Bobby Wilbur, the 98.5, reeling in the 38 of Ryan Johnson, took a peek on the inside. Here comes Mapini with it inside the 98.5. Wilbur, Mapini in the 104, setting up low. This time around, 7 in, 5 to go. Mapini elects to stay on the low side of the dribble. Back in line. Again to the inside. This time Mapini sticks the nose in that 104 car inside the 98.5 of Wilbur. The 38 of Johnson going to the outside of Ruscini. White flag out, 1 lap to go. That time by the 103 leading the way. Ruscini taking the lead. Here comes Johnson, a big puff of smoke out of the 99 of Kiley. The 103 of Ruscini. To the checker. Ruscini, 38 of Johnson. Jerry Kiley. Wow, look at that puff of smoke out of 1 there. And it appears Jerry Kiley has just let an engine go now. 3 weeks.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Motors.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
WRWC Cub Foods, Dairy Queen, Jessica's Rendo. On a turn 4, green flag, and we're racing. Side by side into one they go. Creto by a half car length into 2. Roy Creto taking the lead down the back straight. The 61 of Steve Rubeck pulls it up to 3rd, battling on the inside. Rubeck trying to move it up to 2nd. Up to 2nd comes Rubeck. Rubeck sets his sights on the 32 of Creto. Billy McCoy, the 15, working behind Rubeck, trying to take over that 3rd spot. Creto leading by half car length. Creto taking, or rather, Rubeck taking the lead out of turn 2. Sleepy Rubeck out of 4, he comes in the lead, the 61. The 15 of McCoy, battling with Wagner for 3rd, McCoy up to 3rd. Rubeck trying to clear the 32 of Creto. Rubeck and Creto. Then it's McCoy, Wagner, and the 5 of George Sparkman going to work on the inside of the 36 of Wagner. Rubeck trying to hold on to the lead. Creto battling back on the outside. This time around, 6 in, 4 to go. Creto taking the lead back. Rubeck battles hard, but Creto taking the lead. This time around, 8 in, 2 to go. Creto, Rubeck, McCoy going to the outside of Rubeck. Rubeck will tuck it into 2nd, staying low on the track. White flag out, 1 to go. Don Russell, the 8 car. Look at the inside of the 5 of Sparkman. Here they come out of 4. It's going to be Cretel in the 32, the 61 of Rubeck, the 15. The 15 of Billy McCoy, the 5 of George Sparkman. Just about got help into the wall there for the 8 of Don Russell after they crossed the line. 42 car out of Rockford. That's the IDS Financial Services. Manley Motors, Ford, Lincoln, Mercury, 1982 Mustang. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Roy Cretel. Yes.
We need Mike Cave to the ticket office, please. Mike Cave to the ticket office.
Michael from Shoemaker Irrigation and Shoemaker Landscaping. Mike to the ticket office, please. Semi-feature, 15 laps. The top 2 advance. The night's over for the other 3 cars. Here they come. On a 4th green flag, and we're racing. Rod Meyer, the 6 car out of Elgin. Battling on the inside, it's going to be Scott Bright, the 22 car. The Bright Ford Thunderbird of Scott Bright. Pulling into the lead, Randy Hookman, the 76, tucking it up to 2nd. John Ganley in the 39 will move up to 3rd. And the 7 car of Tom Kurth tucking it up to 4th. Kurth has ideas right away. Tom Kurth looking to the inside of the 39 of Ganley. The top 2 advance. Ganley and Kurth going to be battling for that 3rd spot. Positions 19 and 20 up for grabs for tonight's Winston Racing Series NASCAR late model 40 lap feature. Oh my! Ganley getting by. Hookman started sliding and Ganley went right into him, but Ganley doing a nice job of the brakes to get by. Lapper on Tuesday night at Kaukauna.
And hopefully he's trying to win tonight in the ASA's up at Berlin race. We're going to have John McCarnes actually as a guest tomorrow night on Raceline to talk about the big show at Grundy County coming up on Tuesday night.
Should be a good one Tuesday night. The Artco Stars and Cars in Morris, Illinois at Grundy County Speedway. Green flag, and we're racing. Here we go. Scott Pride leading the way. Ron Meyer takes over that 2nd spot. The 6 car out of Elgin. Holding on to 2nd, but here comes the 7 of Tom Kurth. Kurth looking to the inside. Only the top 2 advance. Kurth continues on the low side of Meyer. Tom Kurth pulls it up even. Kurth up to 2nd. Here comes Meyer back on the outside. Tom Kurth will tuck it up to 2nd. The 76 of Hookman to the inside of Meyer. The 39 of Ganley wants to make it 3 wide. Look out. Oh, Ganley way down on the inside of the 39. Sliding out of turn 4. Ganley loose in turn 2, dirt tracking it around the corner. Here comes Hookman again, looking to the inside of the 6 of Meyer. Bryden and Kurth trying to pull away for the rest of the field and roll it on home into the final 2 starting spots for the 40 lap feature. 10 in, 5 to go. Hookman again looking to the inside of the 6 of Meyer. Bryden and Kurth riding along. John Ganley reeling in Hookman and Meyer one more time. Great race going on for 3rd. Unfortunately, just the top 2 advance. Ganley wanted to make it 3 wide again. Has to back off going into the corner. White flag out, 1 lap to go for Scott Bright. Tom Kurth in the 7. Great battle for 3rd. And coming out of 4 is Scott Bright. He'll have position 19. Position 20 will go to the 7 of Tom Kurth. Rottweiler 3rd in the 6. 4th, Randy Hookman in the 76. And 5th, the 39 of John Ganley. So our feature field winner of the the semi-feature for the NASCAR late models on the infield, the 22 car. Out of Duran, the Alonji Insurance WIFR TV23 number 22 car. It's a Thunderbird, ladies and gentlemen. Please to Connie Spriggs. We know Connie, don't we? Yeah, all right. She's down here on this list. Right there. Here they come. Out of 4, green flag, and we're racing. Oh, yeah. A terrific start here. The 47 of Campo gonna take the lead. Side by side through 3 and 4. The 1150, Jeff Watson tucking it up to 2nd. Up to 3rd. Oh, Watson, oh my, Campo up the pace right down in front of Watson. Up to 3rd comes Roy Quito, the 32 car. Quito moves into 2nd on the outside of Watson. Trying to hold off Roy Quito. Steve Sleepy Rubeck to the outside, pulls it up to 3rd. The 61 on the move. Oh, Quito cuts right in front of Rubeck. Rubeck will go inside Quito. Those guys battled for the heat win. The battle for 2nd, up to 3rd. Comes a 98.5 of Travis Quapple. Watson, Jeff Watson, the 1150 running 5th. Billy McCoy moving the 15 car up to 6th, up to 7th. The 8 car of Don Russell to 8th, Jerry Alquist in the 51. Rubeck goes to the inside of Campo. Rubeck taking the lead out of 4. Here comes Quapple. Travis Quapple in the 98 to the inside of Campo. Quapple up to 2nd. Watson moves the 1150 up to 3rd. To 4th goes Campo. This time around, the halfway point. 10 in, 10 to go. Quapple tries to reel Rubeck in. Russell, the 8 car, up to 5th. Following McCoy. Oh, Russell into the back end of the 15 of McCoy. Yellow comes out here. Don Russell charging hard on the rear end of the 15 of Bill McCoy. McCoy going from Tom Powell. 1, it will go for 12 here. Your leader, Sleepy Rubeck, Steve Rubeck, the 61 car. Travis Quapple running 2nd. in the 98.5. Then it's Jeff Watson, the 11.50 to 47 of George Compo. And Ed Papineau out of Chebansk, Illinois. In the 10 car. Here they come out of turn 4. Green flag, and we're racing. Rubeck to 3-car length lead. Wobble with Watson right there. The 10 of Papineau working to the inside of the 47 of Campo. Papineau trying to take over the 4th spot. The 51 of Alquist to the inside of the 32 of Prito. Papineau pulls it up to 4th. 15 in, 5 to go. Widening the lead, putting more distance between himself and Quapple, and the 11.50 of Watson, the 10 of Papineau, up to 5th, the 32 of Roy Creto. This time around, Rubeck looking for the white. White flag out, 1 to go for Steve Rubeck. Rubeck working around the 83 of Jim Watson. Rubeck to the checkered second. Waffle of the 98.5. The 11.50 of Jeff Watson is third. The 10 of Papineau is fourth. And the 32 of Roy Creto brings it home 5th. So a big night for Steve Rubeck. Been a while since he's put it in victory lane here. Young driver out of Monroe Center's at the start-finish line. Out of Monroe Center, actually out of Kirkland, Illinois, in the M&W Quality Grinding Bunker Soil Service, right way insulation, AutoZone 82 Mustang. Ladies and gentlemen, his honor, the mayor of Kirkland, Illinois. Please welcome Steve Sleepy Rubeck. Steve Rubeck, the 23 of Ricky Bilderback, the 13 of Knaus, the 1440 of Steve DeMar, the 04 of Cheryl Laporte, the 3 of Ron Smickey, the 22 of Scott Bright, the 7 of Tom Kurth, the 2 of Jerry Guiley, the 6 of Ron Meyer. Out of 4 they come, green flag, and we're racing. Oh my, trying it 3 wide, trying it anyway. Andy Rushini, your leader in the 103. The 62 of Grange running second. Ryan Johnson up to third in the 38. Running fourth, the 104 of Al Papini. And up to fifth, the 98.5 of Bobby Wilburn. Rushini pulls it out to 5 Carlings. Here comes Papini to the inside of Johnson. No go that time, tucking back in. DeMar works the 1440 around the 9 of Johnson. Here comes a 5 of Wagner. Bilderback in the Chrysler LeBaron 23 car. Looking at the inside of the 98 of Bobby Wilburn. The battle outside of Bilderback. Bilderback holding on to that 6th spot, but Guiley working outside. Up into the wall, Steve DeMar. Oh, Spickey's going to spin it. Jerry Guiley's going to spin it. The 2 and the 22 of Scott Bright. All spinning out at the back of the pack, trying to miss the 1440 of Steve DeMar. Andy Rucchini leading the field down the back straight. Tom Graves tucks up right up underneath the 38 of Johnson, then the 104 of Papini, the 98.5 of Wilbur. The field picking up speed as they come out of Fort Green flag, and we're racing. Graves with Johnson on the back bumper, a little pump down the back straight. Here comes Papini to the inside of Johnson. Papini tucking back behind Johnson. Rucchini by 4 car lengths. Ricky Bilderback, the 23, on the mover to the inside of Wilbur. Bilderback up to 5th, Wilbur charging hard on the outside. Wilbur takes 5th back down the back straight. Here comes Guiley to the outside of Bilderback. Making his way toward the back in that Chrysler LeBaron. He'll tuck it in front of the 17 of Hacker. Papini looking to the inside of Johnson. Here comes Knaus. The 13 to the inside of the 40 of Tom Guiley. Knaus up to 6th. He goes to work on the 98.5 of Bobby Wilbur. Rucchini putting the 22 of Bryden and the 6 of Meyer a lap down. Running right up underneath the 23 of Bilderback. Here comes Knaus up to 5th, working on the 104 of Papini. Knaus, the 13 up to 4th. Guiley to the inside in the 40 car. 20 in, 20 to go. Knaus inside Johnson. Up to 3rd, John Knaus. Knaus working on Graves. Up to 2nd, John Knaus. My, oh my. The 40 of Guiley goes to work on the inside of the 104 of Papini. A battle for 5th. Guiley slides it through the corner. Papini holding on to 5th. Knaus reeling in Rucchini. Hacker sets up behind Guiley. Oh, Hacker hits Guiley. Guiley in front of Wilbur, and Wilbur drops back 4 positions. elbow out. The 95 of Lloyd, 9 of Johnson right into the point. Danny Johnson all right as he waves out the window there. I'd like to welcome Chris Bowman out from WROK. I saw Chris walk by. Now on the back bumper. Green flag and we're racing. Ruscini holding on. Here comes Knaus looking on the inside. Oh my! Into 3 they go. Ruscini holding on to the lead. Slams the door on Knaus. Ruscini drifted up in the corner. Holding Knaus at bay. Tom Graves holding on to third of the 62. Here comes Bobby Hacker, the 17 up to fifth. Knaus to the inside. Knaus going for the lead. Ruscini holding on. Knaus grabs the lead out of 2. John Knaus into the lead. Ruscini second. Hacker working on the inside of the 38 of Johnson. Hacker moves it up to fourth. And quickly up to third in the 17. Bobby Hacker on the move. Here comes the 43 of Dennis Miller. Miller to the inside of Johnson. Miller moves it up to fifth in the 43. As he goes to work on the 62 of Graves. Dennis Miller up to fourth. .34 6 to go for John Knaus. Hacker trying to reel in the 103 of Andy Ruscini. Knaus around again. 36 in, 4 to go. Knaus out of 4, 2 to go. Battle for second, Ruscini and Hacker. Hacker looking to the inside. Ruscini holding on to second. Oh, white flag coming out for John Knaus. Andy Ruscini, Bobby Hacker, Dennis Miller, Brian Johnson. Hacker again to the inside of Ruscini. John Knaus to the checkered. The battle for second is going to be Ruscini. Third, the 17 of Bobby Hacker. Oh my! The 62 of Graves. The engine expires on the 62. Bring it home. Third, the 17 of Hacker. Fourth, Denny Miller in the 43. And fifth, the 38 of Brian Johnson. Is the winner at the start-finish line. The 13 out of Rockford, the WREX TV 13 Greenview Estates, Richard J. Bowers Heating and Cooling 1993 Grand Prix. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome John Knaus.